Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League and we are going to be running the Shadow Sandslash paired with the Jellicent and Clefable. There we have a decent lead here. This Diggersby is running the quick attack, so we are resisting it and we're going to be being able to throw these super effective ice punches. We're going to show the first one just in case it's the Scorching Sand, and they revealed that it is not, so we're going to be able to tank the next Fire Punch. They switch out and snipe our Sandslash, so nice play by them. We're going to come back in with our Jellicent here. We know that this Jellicent is going to be able to tank this Psychic. We're going to let it go. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball here and try to get at least some big damage or a shield. They decided to let it go. Oh, and that's a good reason why they let it go. So they definitely have the right counter for the backline here. We are going to have to show this first one, or they're going to show the first one, and then we're going to have to tank this discharge. We were hoping that it was a X-Scissor, but looks like they are running the discharge version, and so they're going to be able to throw some big damage. Here we're going to have to let this go. We're going to try to farm down with the Jellicent. Okay. We do get to farm down for the Jellicent. We think that we need to get to multiple Shadow Balls here, and unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get to it. GG's to our opponent right there. On to the next game. A little bit unfortunate in the back that we just see the Charger Bug, but it's okay. Let's see. Quagsire here versus the Sandslash is not a great situation. We are going to try to catch after we throw this Ice Punch here. Our opponent ends up not throwing when they right when they have it, so they're playing it tricky. So we're gonna have to shield here and just try to guess. Okay, so unfortunately for us, it was not a catching opportunity. So our best situation here is just to throw this Ice Punch and allow this Quagsire to farm us down. We do get a shield, so that's great. Our opponent ends up swishing when we have our Jellicent in. They're going to have the Noctowl, and then we're going to have this Clefable waiting. We're going to do our best to try to chip away at this Noctowl, as this Noctowl is pretty decent against our Jellicent, so that was a great recognition by my opponent right there. Shielding the Moonblast and keeping this Noctowl, because they know that if it can survive, it will do pretty well against this Jellicent. So we do get the Moonblast off, but as you can see, it still has 25% health. And then they're going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball right here. Shadow Ball does huge damage. I think they try to leave with a move, so they're going to come back in with their Charizard, and unfortunately, not enough damage to take out this Charizard. Maybe if it was Shadow, but I doubt it. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to close that one out, but we move on. Next matchup here, let's see what we find. We are going to find the Jellicent, which is exactly what we want here. Jellicent versus this Sandslash. We honestly have to see if we're going to be able to call a bait or not. We are going to let this one go. Ends up being the Bubble Beam here. So this Bubble Beam debuffs my attack. However, it doesn't do that much damage. So it looks like our opponent is going to be throwing a bunch of Bubble Beams here. Maybe they're running Bubble Beam and Ice Beam. So before they get to another move, we're going to be able to throw this Ice Punch to take out this Jellicent. Oh, okay, that was just a very weird situation. They revealed that they had the Noctowl, and then they immediately switched into the Swampert. So because they went for the Swampert, we're going to be able to get to this Jellicent here. This Jellicent is going to just go for this Shadow Ball here. Our opponent is going to be able to throw another move. This Hydro Cannon does take out the Jellicent, so now we have to take out this Swampert with our Clefable. We know that we can tank a move, so we should be letting this next one go. Okay, makes sense. And then now we're going to be able to get to this Moonblast before they get to another move. Does this Moonblast take out this Swampert? Yes, it does. And then we're going to be able to come back in with our Sandslash and get to this first Ice Punch. First Ice Punch does, I don't know, 40%. And they know that they have to get to 2, so they're going to keep on trying to farm up. But we are going to be able to get to another Ice Puncher to KO that Noctowl. So GG's to our opponent right there. We are able to win that situation. Next game here, we're going to see Shadow Sandslash versus the Frostlass. So this is a great matchup for us right here. Expecting them to switch out. They go for the Sableye. And we're just going to go for this Clefable. This Clefable does threaten the Moonblast, but we're just going to throw a Meteor Mash here. It does get the first shield. They have potential return energy. So we're going to shield it. We do shield the returner. We know that they're going to be trying to get to a move here. We know that this is foul play, so we're going to let that go. And because we let it go, we're just going to go for the Moonblast here. We want the second shield or the KO. So they decide to double shield to just get the switch. And now we're just going to go back into our Sandslash here because it is going to be easier to get to a move. So we're going to tank the first foul play here. We're going to try to farm, and then we're going to throw this Ice Punch. This Ice Punch does take out the Sableye, and we're hoping one shield Jellicent is going to be able to win the game. Wow, so we have the superior in the back. We are going to be able to get to this Ice Punch right here, so we're going to be able to, shield this. And now our opponent is going to be forced to come back in with their Frostlass. We throw a couple of fast moves to farm up, and then we're going to throw this Shadow Ball. It does take out this Frostlass, and then now it's going to be a race. Okay, and they leave. So they know that it's GG's. And we're going to be hoping to close out this set on a positive note here. Next game here, we're going to be facing Whimsicott. So this is a great lead. We're expecting them to switch out. They go for the Swampert, and we go for the Jellicent, and they immediately leave. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.